sit your ass down. Hey, runners, grab your coffee.
It's Friday. Time to get my groove on. We're going to do it for the workers from the 9 to 5, Chico.
That's right.
Hey, we got 2 game 6s this evening. We got to recap Coach Prime and Shiloh dropping by yesterday. Big recruit weekend in Colorado. So much more to talk about. Coming from the Jacktown, he's in the middle of the ocean. If you don't know us by now, I guess you never know me. I haven't won a Grammy. I want Willa Tony. It's the morning run.
Let's go. Had to go double-fisted for the intro this morning, man. Runners, mount up. Y'all know what it is. The morning run, TMR live, UNK and CHICO coming to you live and direct. Shout out to the East Coast, the West Coast, and everybody in the middle blowing on the best smoke. This is the best damn show you can find on the internet this time with these two knuckleheads, jokers. What you call them, Unc?
Jokers.
Whatever you want to call us. We here in your faces. Y'all get in the chat, join the conversation. Let us know where you're checking in from. Put your city and your state upon the chat right now. And stop waiting. Also, go to unclechico.myshopify.com and go get you some. Check out all our partners down below. Go on by on the ticker, where you can go to facebyjazz.com and get you some Uncle Neely's beard oil. You can go get you some insurance via us. Tell Miss Denise Smith that we sent you. Go to her website. Go to her new website, denisesmithinsurance.com, or give her a call at 303-343-3515. And also our official hotel sponsor is the Boulder Broker Hotel in Boulder, Colorado, right there on the campus of the University of Colorado. Say Uncle Neely sent you. When you're checking in, you'll get 20% off. You understand me? If you're betting on the games tonight or whenever, anytime, anywhere, go to mybookie.ag where you can bet, win, and get paid. Use the promo code BIWGDOW. That's Big Dog, 4Gs. And you shall get all the good benefits from the good people at mybookie.ag. Uncle Neely, what's up? What's shaking? Is it potato chips or bacon this Friday?
Man, here's what we did today, Chico. We did something special. We fried up some bacon. We diced it real fine. We opened up a bag of chips and we sprinkled the bacon on the chips because we wanted both today because we had both Prime and Shiloh, and that was potato chips and bacon. So what better way to set off a Friday? The only other better way to set off a Friday, 420 is already in the building. He already said he got the sticky going. He got the stickiest of the icky. He's sparking mad isms already.
Get right there.
He's Franklin member for 12 months. I saw another 12-month member out there for one damn year. Man, if you could do something for a year, you could do it for 2. If you can do it for 2, you do the rest of your life. Debbie Garcia checking in. Waco is always in the building. Saw your note about the meeting Coach Prime. We come play there. We're going to set that up, Debbie Garcia, just for you. We're going to set that up just for you. Y'all know what to do, man. When you come in the chat, let us know where you're checking in from. Big Dog Chico. We got 2, not 1, Chico. We got 2 game 6s tonight. 1, Cleveland leads 3-2, and the game is in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. Don't go past that. Don't just gloss past that because we gave our predictions last week.
No, we're not going to discuss it. I'm just letting.
Okay, yeah. Let it be known. Let it be known.
Hey, timeout, Coach. Now, this is where me and Chico both go to the sideline. Coach, like, damn, what's wrong? Coach, you got to tell this man one voice in the huddle. Like, he talking while I'm talking, Coach. I'm watching the clock in the corner of the end zone. I'm trying to set the play up. And he like, hey, what we going to do after the game? Coach, you got to talk.
Speaking of that, we got to talk about that. We'll talk about that later on off the air, though. We'll talk about that off the air.
So, Chico, let me set the stage again.
What we doing?
And we done burned the time out. We got 2 game 6s. The first one is Pistons Cavaliers. The Cleveland Cavaliers lead that one 3-2. That game will be in Cleveland. The next game, night game on Prime, both on Prime Video, so y'all ain't got to hop all the way around. Both on Prime tonight.
Prime now.
Okay. Spurs are at the Timberwolves, and the Spurs lead 3-2. Now, Chico, back to game one. We did our predictions. I picked the Pistons. Go ahead and wrap that thing up. I'm still picking the Pistons to win it, so now I got to say they're going 7. Chico, what you got?
Oh, you still picking them to win? Okay.
Yeah, I've been with them all season. I'm not going to get the 3-2 and change.
I mean, hey, that's what people are holding Gucci Man and these rappers to. You got to stay the same. You can't change. You can't evolve. You can't change your mind. You can change your mind. It's all right.
It ain't over.
It ain't over, but you see where it's headed. And
you got headed back to Detroit for game 7.
Okay. In some crazy world, I can see that somehow. But right now, I don't see it. I see the Cleveland Cavaliers, like I said before the previous game, that they found out how they can beat this Detroit team. And that is K going to get his, but we got to force him into some turnovers, which we saw. And we got to keep Duncan Robinson and Tobias Harris from being the ones that actually kill us, right? While we're doing some killing with James Harden and Spider Mitchell and a host of others coming off that bench and the big fellas down low. So I think they have a chance to close it out now. They know that they don't want to play around going back to Detroit for game 7. The same way they went in to game, was that 5 with that mentality of we have to get a win. It's a must win. Same mentality going back home in game 6. It's a must win. We have to close it out now. We're not going to play around with them and give them a chance. We're going to use that same formula, philosophy, game plan, which is to stop these other guys. K going to get his, but we can force some turnovers, timely turnovers. We'll be all right. We're going to win the game, and we got to play some good damn offense. And that's what James Harden, he had like 11 free throws last game. If he continue to get to the basket or get fouled like that and get to the line, he's going to put up another 30-point performance because he's going to hit those free throws. That's my assessment on the game. I picked the Cavs. Yeah, Cavs.
I have nothing negative to say about that. Let me say something to the chat first, to my brother Leon out there, because he's exactly right in this world we live in. Everybody try to jump ship when they finna be proven it wrong. I don't have no problem being wrong. I have been with the Detroit Pistons since December. I said Cade Cunningham was a likely potential MVP before that injury happened with his lung. I said they were going to win the East. They still haven't lost coming out the East. So I still got them going and beating New York. And when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I'll tell you what, I'm right. I'm right also. Let me tell you this, Chico. Here's the flaw in the perfection that you just said. Everything you just said was spot on is what Cavaliers got to do. But the but is this. The last time I watched a boxing match, the other corner man over there talking too, like you don't think that the Pistons are going to adjust to the adjustment? Like you don't think it's nothing they could do? Like they don't won 2, they can't win 3. So I'm just still saying I'm with the Pistons in this situation. I'm not a Cavaliers hater. I love when they made that addition of Harden. I would love to see him this offseason make an addition of LeBron James. I got no problem with Cavaliers. I'm just saying, when I'm with you, I'm with you. If you lose and I'm with you, I'm with Chico. I've been a Cowboys fan since 1975. Being wrong don't bother me.
See, that's the problem.
Yeah, I'm not Chico like you. See, this is why you be throwing up folks and Vice Lord on the show.
Who?
You and whoever winning. If the folks wanted to fight at the party, Monday morning school, you was a folk. If the Vice Lords won Tuesday morning, you was a folk. You ever with Chico? When I'm with you, I'm with you. I said Pistons. I'm with the Pistons. They lose, but I have no flaw in your breakdown and analysis because you're spot on. I'm even the one who said on this very platform, keep Cade under 8 assists, you're gonna win the game. And the 3 that they won, he been under 8 assists.
That's true. That's true. Well, if you guys want to bet on this series or anything else as far as the NBA playoffs, y'all know where to go. MyBookie.ag. But you mentioned LeBron possibly joining the Cavs. Here's my problem with that. Let's say the Cavs get past this series or lose this series to the Pistons, either or. They get to the conference finals and lose, or they lose now, right?
Yeah.
And LeBron is considering joining them. You know the problem I see with that?
What's that?
Only problem I see with that is if you look at James Harden and Donovan Mitchell, what's the difference in them and Luka and AR? They're
I tell you
both
what the difference. Let me
offensive,
know.
more
Let me know.
offensive players and pretty much liabilities on the defensive side. I'll say Spotty is the best defender out of the four, but
Okay.
still not in that top echelon of defenders in the league. What you think about
Okay.
that?
I think it had nothing to do with the equation. The equation is, man, I get to close out at home.
What about winning?
Look, let me tell you this about winning. Because first of all, I'm going to assume that you're talking about winning a championship.
Yeah.
LeBron has been to the finals 10 times, won 4 of them. Whatever team he plays for, he instantaneously makes them better. He doesn't make anybody worse. He makes them better, which if you have a winning team already, he's going to lighten the load for people. It puts him in a position to have a lighter load. But here's what I'm saying. Once you've proven all you can prove, another chance for the people that love him, they are going to love him more if he get a ring. For the people that hate him, they're not going to hate him more if he don't get a ring. He's got nothing else to prove about his basketball status. And as Dorothy said on The Wizard of Oz, there's no place like home. So I'm just saying, I wouldn't be surprised when he hangs them up as he hangs them up where he started at. And that might not be next year. It could be 2 or 3 years from now. But to the bigger point, Chico ain't mad at you. You got the Cavaliers tonight. I got the Pistons tonight. We're going to be back on Monday. Either way, if it goes 7, we still going to have another game before the next show. We'll see then. But we're going to see right now is what you think about the Spurs and Timberwolves. Spurs on the road, up 3-2 to Minnesota. Is that one going to close out tonight, or is it going back to San Antonio for 7?
Oh, that's the tough one right there.
Ooh, no, don't get tough now.
No. That's a tough one right there.
Let me tell you what you just did, Chico.
Okay, go ahead.
Look, can I tell you what you just did? Hear what you just did.
Sure.
Teacher pass out the test. You look here, test y'all. Here test. Chico looked down at number 1. Said, damn, I don't know this. Let me look up and look around the room and see if I can make eye contact with somebody. Man, everybody already right there answer. They on number 3.
Oh, they are.
Hey, Miss Jones, I go to the restroom.
What'd you go to the restroom for?
Just to go look up the else.
Yeah.
Go cheat.
But
Chico,
guess what, though?
give me something now. I know it's tough, Chico. It's supposed to be tough in sports. Who you got?
All right. Here's the thing. Is this true that breaking news that Anthony Edwards is out for game 6 due to left knee?
I didn't see that. Is that true?
Huh?
I didn't see that.
This is not a parody account, is it? It might be fake
I'm on
news.
ESPN. I don't
the
see
wrong
anything
one.
on ESPN.
Let me look up Shams to make sure, or Shams, whichever one. But I think that might have been a parody account. You know, and these parody accounts that get you on it.
Yeah, the graphics get so good, man.
Yeah. All right. So if Anthony Edwards is not out for this game and he's actually playing, I expect him to have a top tier Anthony Edwards type performance and go back and possibly have another 36-point type game tonight to lead the Timberwolves over the Spurs at home.
Okay.
But I did see that reports say that former coach for the Spurs, legendary coach Greg Popovich, took over the film session after that first loss. And then after the game, Wemby got ejected. He met him at the airport to stay in his head and his ear. I think that he's very much still involved. And
absolutely,
he is trying to get them in the mindset once again of going up there to Minnesota to close out this series. Will that actually happen? No, I'm going to bet against the Spurs tonight. I'm going to go with Minnesota to get a win at home somehow, some way. Maybe they come with more physicalness to Wemby, try to rattle him in Minnesota and keep those other guys at bay. I think we're facing a game 7 in San Antonio with the win tonight from the Timberwolves. That's my call. That's my pick.
Yeah, I always Chico tend, and you disagree with me in the past when I did this tendency, but human beings are human beings. I always tend to bet that human nature is going to be human nature. And one thing about human nature is that when you have a way out, you don't give it your all, because in the back of your mind, you got a way out. And so these are the kind of games that the team who has one back at home, they tend to take a loose ball on the floor for granted. They take a possession or two for granted. And we've seen in this series how tight these games can be. You can win by 1, win by 2. We've seen that. See, like the Pistons don't have that. Like they got a game back at home, but they're upside down the map. They don't get to go back if they lose.
Right.
San Antonio got one back home if they lose. And that's why I'm not mad at what you're saying, but I'm gonna still say, just like I said about the Pistons, no matter what happens tonight, San Antonio is going to the Western Conference Finals. Even I don't care if they win the 6 or 7, but I'm gonna still ride with them and say they get it done tonight in Minnesota. I'm gonna go with the Spurs over the Timberwolves at home.
All right, y'all know what to do. Hey, y'all rocking with Uncle Neely? Let us know in the chat. Y'all rocking with me and the Timberwolves? Let me know in the chat. I think we're going Game 7 right
But
there.
you're still rocking with the Spurs overall. You just got to
win
in
for sure.
7. Yeah.
Yep.
I just want the runners to be clear on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go back home to Game 7. I just think that Minnesota has a lot of experience, and at home they play very well. It's a closer series than a lot of people feel like after seeing that game. 5 was 126 over 97. So I think that it'll be a much closer game, and the Timberwolves find a way to get a win once again. So
I got one more for you before Neely, the combo guard, just give it up to the true point guard and let you run it. I got one more for you basketball wise that we're going to pivot with you taking the lead on Colorado. And that's simply this. We got these 2 games tonight, right, Chico?
Yep.
But on the other side of the equation, it's people getting massages, maybe smoking a little dank, chilling at the house. Which one would you prefer, Chico?
Smoking a little dank.
Would you prefer momentum or rest?
Oh, good question. Good question.
Because let me set it up for the runners out there. One of these people close out tonight. The next game is going to start Sunday. If it go to 7, the next series don't start to Tuesday. They already been off a few days now. You're going to be talking about more than a week's worth of rest, probably getting close to 10 days rest if these 2 other games take it to 7 and 9. But you're talking about teams who were rolling hot, like they were in their groove. They was getting their groove on.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, basketball can be rhythm like dancing. What say you, Chico? Would you rather the rest? Now, you're not injured. Ain't nothing wrong with you. You rather the rest or the momentum?
Yeah, I'll take the rest. Because there's, the next series can go 7 games.
Good.
So you want to come in with as much rest as possible, in my opinion, even if you start slow. I think you can prepare for that. You can go in expecting to start slow. You can have practice sessions and situational type drills and just walkthroughs and meetings to understand that what we're getting into. So I'm going to take the rest to prepare and be ready for a possible long series for the next series. So I'd rather be in OKC situation than in a Spurs or a Timberwolves situation right now.
Here's the thing, Chico. Unbelievable today. We are 100% 3 for 3 on disagreeing. I'm going momentum. Okay. I'm going momentum. If I'm not injured and got something nagging that needs to heal, and I've become used to this every other day schedule, or every 2-day schedule, and I've been balling, and I got this momentum, and like the way the Celtics, the 76ers just got manhandled. I'm ready to roll the ball out. I won't play today.
Oh yeah.
Now if I'm old like LeBron and I'm banged up like Luka and AR, I'm rest. But I preface this with all things being equally healthy. If I'm hot and rolling, man, I don't want the rest. I want to go ahead and play.
Mm-hmm.
And I dare say this, and we'll see later. I wouldn't be surprised if one of these rest teams lose game 1.
No, that wouldn't be a surprise. But I also wouldn't be surprised if they lose game 1 and come back and sweep the rest of the series because of those legs. They got fresh legs.
But
they're getting after those loose balls.
Game 1 is with the person with home court advantage. Mess around and get easy. But that's why you gotta love May basketball. You gotta love March basketball in college with the one and done tournament, and you gotta love the damn playoffs with these series because matchups and coaching and all that comes in, and adjustments come in.
That's right. And that's huge in basketball, making those adjustments, big dog.
Yes, sir.
So,
Like we're finna make an adjustment right now. I'm finna kick this thing to Chico. Get back here already.
yeah. Hold up. Chico, you want your food hot, right? That's different from going in with momentum or rest.
I
Von
bet you
Randall.
won't say that to Von Randall face. If
Well,
Von Randall walked up on you and what they call the things girl wear in the summer with no drawers on?
Oh my gosh, man. Here we go, man. Here we go.
What they call them, man?
If she got a hot plate of food, then I'm gonna listen. Yeah, go ahead.
What's the dresses called, man? You know the dresses, man.
Sundresses, dog.
She come up to you in one of them sundresses and said, Chico, you want your food hot? You be like, you right. It's momentum.
Every show.
You cave in. Cave in.
Let's transition to some Colorado football. And before we do that, let's talk about a little bit of some snippets from yesterday, which had everybody rolling. But we're going to talk about this one. Coach Prime actually confirmed, not that, but he confirmed this, that Bucky does have a deal with Nike in the works right now, or done right now, but he's in the works right now to compile a staff, for editing, Coach Prime said, and several other things. But it's official, like a gangster with a pistol or a referee with a whistle, that Bucky has his first athlete of well off. What do you think about that, Big Man?
I think you knew that before Coach Prime did it.
Why you say that?
Put that picture back up bigger.
That one right there?
The one in the middle. Make it bigger. Just put it on the screen by itself. Who posted that?
Who posted? I did.
No, Deion Sanders Jr. posted it.
What do you mean reposted? Oh, okay, yeah. He
it's his tweet. So
okay,
if he says he just got a well off, like I don't like that did it right there. And so when his dad came on and said, "Yeah, it's true," it was already true, Coach. I mean, we didn't think Bucky was lying. But if you read between the lines, and they can't really announce the details yet, but here's what is taking place: Bucky will be covering more of his brother in the NFL than last season, as well as some other athletes. And so they're going to expand the number of people working in well off to get this done with his Nike athletes that'll be named later, because they're going to be playing in games and somebody got to go cover them, as well as Shedeur in Cleveland, who's a Nike athlete as well.
Right. So basically, from what I'm hearing, from what you just said, I'll take from it that the same way or Nike is seeing the same way or seeing what he's doing with Shedeur, and they're like, hey, man, we can make this official and we can have this same type of coverage with other athletes, Nike athletes /
I would give the NFL more credit for that than Nike, because it's the NFL that has to credential these people. It's the NFL that credentialed Bucky to do this unprecedented thing with his brother.
Mm-hmm. So the NFL has to be open their doors up more, and that's what creates it for Nike to come in and say, okay, we have athletes on this field that you now have more access to.
Now you've seen it the way I see it.
Now,
because keep in mind, there's people out there wearing Adidas cleats. There's people out there wearing Under Armour cleats. So what people are looking at, again, congrats to Bucky, but what y'all need to be doing is trying to get in the door behind him, because the door open now.
Mm-hmm. What you mean? Respond on that. What do you mean?
Okay, you got your man from the North Shore, right? You just went and covered his camp.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say he's not a Nike athlete, but he gets drafted and he wears Under Armour.
Mm-hmm.
Chico, this is your chance to get your NFL credentials in your partnership with your North Shore homeboy and cover him while he's in the league, because the precedent has been set now.
Right. Just like you see streamers coming around, they got their own camera guys, their own camera crew. They're making their own content, own production. I think it's similar in a way in the NFL, more structured, but similar in a way like that, to where you can see a lot of more athletes having individual cameras follow them, kind of like independent media following them and getting that content officially now. I think that's dope.
Yeah,
man.
but here's gonna be the catch. Ain't no way all 53 people can do it.
No.
You got 53 people on the active roster. This ain't gonna be for everybody.
So how are they gonna determine who gets to have a camera crew behind them?
It's not my headache, but I bet you it's gonna be the dudes with the contracts that merited it. But you don't have space on the sidelines for 53 additional cameras.
No.
So this is not going to be for everybody. One thing I will salute the athletes for, in there thinking as much like Coach Prime said yesterday. I grew up in the era, and I ain't talking about little kid grew up. I'm talking about media grew up when I worked in public relations, here in Jackson, that you had to write a press release, fax it to the news station, and hoped that an assignment editor would say, hey, this is a newsworthy story. We're going to come interview you.
Mm-hmm.
You had to hope when you submitted something to the newspaper that they put it in. Now you're your own newspaper. You're your own TV station. You're your own radio station. You don't have to call a press conference to get your story out and hope they edit it right. You could just turn your damn phone on yourself and have a press conference.
Mm-hmm. Totally different.
Yeah. And it's like, so like Coach Prime said yesterday, man, just think. I'm putting in the words. He didn't say them, but I know what he was talking about.
Yeah.
Just think how I could have handled things differently instead of pouring that water on Tim McCarver head if I had my own media machine back then, because I would have been able to tell people, hey, I was helping them out for free. I wasn't even under contract when I was playing for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
But because I was counting on other people to have to tell that story and they would choose not to tell it, it never got out.
Right.
So the people that were looking at me like I'm the bad guy were looking at me like I'm the bad guy because they lacked information. If we were in a space where I controlled it, if I had the media stuff I have available now, man, we could have solved that in one tweet. So shout out to him. I just tell everybody, hey, tip of the iceberg. It's like Sutter's Mill, 1848, California. The gold rush was 1849. You got that in 1850, it's over.
Yeah. It's too late. It's too late for you. Anyways, hey man, I think that's a great thing for Bucky and a great thing for the players and NFL and seeing how they're expanding and embracing the newer generation of media. You understand me? All right. Coach Prime also talked about his new bus roster and how he was impressed with the offensive line. He went down the whole roster pretty much, each position, and talked about how excited he was about this new crew. Although people I seen in the comments, hey, he didn't talk about the team. I'm like, y'all got to listen to the interview a little bit more. But what do you think about what he said about the team, Uncle Neely?
One, I loved the deeper meaning between what he said and the team. And here's what I mean about between. You got him, what he said in the team, and that space in between shows how healthy, engaged, and active Coach Prime is able to be this summer compared to last summer. Like last summer, this time, we wouldn't have been able to do the interview that we did yesterday.
Yeah.
Last summer, this time, he wouldn't have been able to talk to players via Zoom while they're off doing their workouts, or recruits while they were, being Zoom. So just that alone is a difference maker. But the difference making started as we get to the middle and close out May. The difference making started in January and December, even when he said, hey, that 3-9 is on me, won't happen again. And one thing I'm going to do is not only make some significant deep-rooted staff changes, any player that comes in here, I'm going to be the first and last say on whether they come in here or not. So he's able to sit down and talk about a Boo Carter or Cree, talk about how we have 3 pro linebackers, the best linebacker room he's coached since he's been in college. And let me tell you this, he had an all-conference, one in the NFL, one in the CFL linebacker room at Jackson State. So when he said this is the best linebacker group he's ever had, your ears should have perked up and your booty hole should have relaxed a little bit, because that's saying something. That's saying something. And he went position by position group like that. And even like shared with y'all, like, hey man, let me tell you what I'm gonna do now. Because I know this dude is a pro. And because when I watch the draft, I don't see too many guys covering the slot get drafted in the first round. And I'm coaching a first round caliber guy. I'm moving Boo to corner.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna get drafted for corner. He's going first round. He's that talented. And don't sleep on the freshman I got and what they're going to be contributing this year and especially next year. He went through the whole
several
thing.
of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those DBs are looking great. Talking about several of those guys. Like you said, Boo Carter, from safety to inside to being a primary outside corner or cornerback, as Coach Prime said, no such thing as an outside corner. It's a cornerback. What you talking about? So Boo Carter there with all that talent. You got to find out who's going to
shout out to Scotty Deep Pockets.
What Scotty say?
No, that was him and Scotty going back and forth on that.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. Scotty, like, don't call me out for that. Dog. All the good stuff I do, don't call me out for that one right
I mean, it wasn't no call out. You said it. Prime respond. And Prime tried not to respond. But then
Yeah,
he
he
got the
did.
best of him. He just started laughing and said, dog, you know ain't no such thing as a
outside quarterback.
yeah, you either
But
on the
Boo
corner.
Carter,
It's like the hood. You either standing on the corner or you're in the middle of the block. You leg.
yeah. But those DBs, I think he's excited about. He's talking about a young guy from Texas, or he has several of them from Texas that's out there been balling out. You know, Hardy, Boyd, and so on. But the young guys in Mojo and several other guys, like I said, I think that this DB room might be the best he's had. He had Travis Hunter in that room now, but overall, from the safeties to the cornerbacks, this might be the most talented ones. And he talked about how excited he was about Nate Mitchell also and Randall Fontenette. Go ahead though.
Say it.
Yeah.
Say it. I'm just waving to you. Look, I grew up in the church, and the pastor say, if I'm driving down your road, wave at me. So I put my hands up when you're preaching good, Chico. I'm trying to wave at you because what you just said, people will miss. The haters out there would clip it and say that Chico said Natine is better than Travis. That ain't what you said. What you said is this room in totality, because there's no big drop-offs between a Travis and somebody else. Everybody got that dog in them. This room is in aggregate and in total more talented than past rooms. I'll co-sign that with you, Chico.
Yeah. You look
And
from
the
top
future,
to
and the
bottom.
future is bright. Everybody ain't leaving them tomorrow.
Yep. And that's what he was excited about, those young guys. That then you have a mixture of veterans coming in, guys who've made plays at other schools.
Chico,
Like,
can I hit you between your eyes with this? And there's some coach didn't get around to touching on.
Okay.
He bragged on the defense, right?
That's right.
He particularly bragged on his secondary, the corners and the safeties, right? Are y'all not understanding which the spring and now going into August? Y'all don't think that's going to make Juju better?
Going against better competition?
Yeah. And at each spot, he ain't got nowhere like, oh, that's Neely over there. Let me pick on him and not practice against Chico today. You got a Chico everywhere back there. And who's celebrating your face the way Shiloh used to when he would pick off Shedeur.
Right.
Like, come on, y'all. Like, this iron sharpens iron, man. And I say the same thing about Coach Prime, and I take nothing away from his individual God-given fast twist muscle or his individual work ethic and what he brought to the table and to get his mama off that pushing that car to the hospital. But do not sleep on the fact that when he went to Atlanta all week long before Sunday, he was lined up on Andre Rison. When he went to the 49ers all week long before Sunday, he was lined up on Jerry Rice.
Yeah.
When he went to Dallas all week long before Sunday, he was on Michael Irvin. Yeah. If you don't think the week was hard and Sunday was easy, you smoking that good. He done had his toughest matchups Tuesday through Thursday.
Right, at practice.
Yeah.
That's why you got to go hard at practice, man. Your practice, you're going to practice way more than you play anyway. So you need to take it serious. I heard Amon-Ra St. Brown's dad talk about that this past week. He said when I had them out there as little kids, even in high school, I would watch them at practice. I'd say, hey, man, listen, don't be out there playing around. Once you're in between those lines, it's serious because you're trying to go somewhere with this. If you're playing around, messing around with friends, they're not going anywhere. And you mess around and get stuck with that. What you call it?
Cutting deals.
Cutting deals.
Don't be out here in practice cutting deals. Don't be out here in practice playing the brother-in-law game.
Brother-in-law.
No, I mean, hey,
excuse
dog.
me, titty bummer.
Hey, dog. Yeah, I don't feel good today, man. Don't go hard. All right, I got you.
Yeah.
No, we hunting all day. I'm whooping your ass all day because you can't cut no deal during the game.
No, dog.
No, and so I look for that in practice, and you hear Coach Prime and the other coaches say it in practice. Hey, don't cut no deals today now.
Hey,
you gotta work.
Circles in the chat. I remember lining up UNK in arena football one time. I saw this big oos lined up across from me, right? And I knew he would be surprised if I called him oos or Sole or something like that, right? Because he just see this brother lined up across from him.
Yeah.
So we go a couple times, say, oh, he pretty good. He could block. So I started talking while I was at my stance. Oos, let me get a sack. Oos, let me get a sack. I saw he hesitated just a little bit. I don't know whether he meant to or not, but I got by him, got the sack, boom, forced fumble. I jumped up. He was looking at me crazy. I said, appreciate it, Oos. But the point is, you can try to cut deals. You don't know whether it's gonna happen or not.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this.
But just
That
go
man
hard.
cut that deal. That man cut that deal with you and got his ass cut. That's what happened.
And that's the thing about cutting deals, though. You'll get your ass cut out there letting somebody go past you.
Chico, you know I keep my Travis Hunter handy, right?
Oh man, yeah. You had that for some haters too.
Yeah, they wouldn't accept it. Chico, if I found $100 on the ground, why would I let you give me $70 for it?
Damn.
If I found, let me say it for the runners in the back.
I know one
The
good
next
reason.
time your cousin, brother-in-law, whoever tried to cut a deal with you, if I found, let alone if I worked for $100,
yeah,
why would I let you give me $70 for it? But no, we're not cutting no deals.
No.
You got to give me $100 for this, if not 101.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about a deal. And then I get my ass ran off.
Right. Coach. Well, Coach Prime also talked about how excited he was about the wide receivers and the production of those guys. He talked about Cam Perry being a killer, as he said. And Shedeur led the nation last year in reception yards.
Yeah.
How does he have a 3-star only on
it's
this
prime tax?
On this ranking right here?
It's prime tax, man.
You said it's prime tax.
I can remember, and I didn't make the trip with Pretty Tony because I was too nervous.
Shout out to Pretty Tony.
But I was supposed to ride with Pretty Tony to when Travis made his announcement. And I remember Travis having all those stars when he was picking up all them different hats.
Yeah.
But the day after he picked up that Jack State hat, said he going to play for Prime, one of them stars just disappeared.
Yeah.
Like it just
off Travis Hunter.
Yes, I'm like, hold on, dog. Just yesterday, he was the best mofo in the nation. And because he said he gonna play for Coach Prime at Jack State instead of Florida State,
he gotta be a 4-star.
He lose a star.
Yeah, has to be.
And you see it all the time with guys who come to Colorado, they lose a star here, or even if they keep their stars, the narrative changes.
Yeah.
They started writing stuff different. When he had all these other schools picked around on that social media meme, he was the next best thing since sliced bread. Now when he picked Colorado and played for Prime, they'd be like, well, the bread ain't gonna look good as we thought it was. It was like, come on, dog. Y'all stop, man.
That's
Y'all
crazy.
stop. Yeah, that's right, Leon. They did it to Juju.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, it was somebody else that went through the same thing just recently. It was damn Juju.
When he was headed out to California, hell, he was 8-star. And someone came to Prime, like, damn.
Oh, that's crazy. But Prime really, man, that Jackson State time was just something special right here. I want to put up this picture right here, dog. And hell, you was there. Remember this, Unc? Remember this time right here? This moment
I was there. I do remember that. That was SWAC Media Day, 2022. Travis, you can't see it, but Travis was in the boot.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And that's all the world wanted to talk about. Said we had hurt him.
Yeah.
Again,
That's great. And then this one right here, they were on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
Yep. And then look, I tell you this, I tell people this story from an anecdote standpoint of, my connectivity to the Sanders family. We announced that Coach Prime was coming to Jackson State, probably a good 5 months before he was going to take the job. And in between time, he was, coaching at Trinity, and I looked on Trinity's schedule, and lo and behold, they were playing a school up in the Delta, Clarksdale High School.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, man, I'm gonna ride up there, man. Because y'all don't know this joker, Chico. I don't know Deion. I know him like y'all knew him. I don't know him personally. I said, man, make sure this dude ain't doing some damn daddy ball. Let me go up here and watch Shedeur play. And me and my man out of Memphis, Chris Evans, was there. He was doing photography for me that night. And I looked at about third quarter. I said, not only is this not daddy ball, the only reason that dude ain't got 5 stars is because his last name Sanders.
Damn.
That joker can play.
Yeah.
Like running the offense, making the jobs, like that dude can play some football.
Yep.
And so it worked reverse for him. They never gave him the 5. They just kept Shedeur at a 3 or a 4. But that's the prime tax, and that family is used to it.
Mm-hmm. As Coach Prime pointed out on the interview last night, hey man, I've been dealing with this since a shorty, dog. I've been dealing. I was chosen as a youngster. They came and got me and took me to the other side of town to go play with the other kids. I was the only black kid on the team.
Yeah, I
got to come back and play against.
Yeah, I love to get loose.
Guys.
I rode out there, man, play with the white folks, then had to go play football with the black folks. You don't think they said stuff about me?
Yeah.
You don't think I done heard it all?
Yep.
Been there. And see, let me say this, Chico. Again, I'm telling y'all right now, it used to be suggestions. It used to be reminders. I'm going to do what the Bible do, Chico.
Okay.
The Bible admonishes you. I'm going to admonish y'all. Turn your notification bells on. It ain't just a sales pitch. It ain't some trickery where we get paid because you got your notification bell on. What happens is when these shows and conversations pop up out of nowhere, you get told, hey, you might want to go to YouTube because this is about to happen.
Right.
And we've been telling y'all this sit down with Prime was going to happen. And it popped up like a pop-up book that Chico used to read in high school. I read them in kindergarten. He had them in high school.
Read them now. Go ahead. Say it for real. I read mine now.
Well, now you look at the pictures now. You still don't be reading. You know, Chico, I'm gonna tell you this, man. You ever had a good time with your family?
Of course.
You had a great time with your family?
Most definitely.
You ever left that great time with your family, be like, damn, we had a good time.
Yeah.
And then you start thinking about all the things that made it a good time. And then you realize like cousin Bobo wasn't there.
Okay.
Man,
that's why you had a good time.
I'm glad Danny didn't call in.
Then Danny, we was waiting on you, Danny.
Then Danny, where was you at then, Dad? How you miss it, man?
Waiting on you, dog. You missed the daggone show, man.
I just knew Danny was gonna hit that link, man. Coming there with one of them damn stories.
Yeah, that would have been fire.
Fire.
But hey, man, it's so much stuff in that interview that we could talk about again on Monday. You know what I mean?
We will, but Chico, can I talk about this?
Talk about it. Go ahead.
Chico, I ain't even told you this.
Uh-oh.
Guess who want to do it again?
Who want to do it again?
What we did yesterday.
Who?
Deion Sanders.
Y'all
better turn your notification bells on. You better turn them on.
My dog said, dog, he'll come back.
Yes.
Again for the 4th time this year. It's just because y'all don't know. You feel me? Y'all go check out all of those interviews from this past year with Coach Prime on TMR exclusive and get those gems from there. You know,
we missed Kevin Dorsey yesterday. It was a lot of regulars in there. Some didn't ask questions, but Renee Rainey got on there, got her some shine.
Yeah, shout out to Renee Rainey. Shout out to Reverend BJ Nelson. Shout out to Terrace Harris Sr.
Big Terrace.
Big Terrace, you know, and everybody else, man, who checked in.
Both
we
appreciate
of them
y'all. I call them Big Terrace.
Yeah. Renee said I almost missed it.
And then, hey, Renee, the Chico gonna hit me out there talking about, man, you ain't tell me you flew Renee Rainey out. I said, you man, she won the tickets, man.
Renee came on here and said, and she hit me up through the inbox. I had to let her know, but she came on here and said, yeah, you know, I went out there to the game thanks to Uncle Neely. I was like, oh, it didn't register to me that she had worn the tickets or anything. I was just like, oh, Unc flying about ain't tell his boy. You ain't tell your boy?
Because you always want some NS. That's what.
How you ain't tell your boy? No, I thought, come on, man. See, that's
the
how they do
very
you.
tickets that you helped me give away. That's who won them. Talk about I flew somebody out. That's what this boy.
I was cracking up over here because I just said it in my head. And then I look and I get, oh my gosh.
One thing, I'll tell you one thing my daddy said to me, down, rest in peace, Pops. He told me a long time ago. He said, son, the only way they can stab you in the back is they close to you and you turn your back on. I'll be damn he ain't right. So, like, you got to stay. You got the front guard, Chico. You turn your back to the joker. He go cut you.
Oh. Thanks to Uncle Neely. I'm like, oh. All right.
I got to go clip that. I got to use that money in the intro controls.
I didn't know that's what we doing now. Okay, all right. Just let me know that's what we own. Anyways, well, I was gonna go to Shiloh.
You need to go somewhere. You know what
Shiloh,
NS mean. You know what NS mean.
Shiloh came on, man. Appreciate Shiloh coming on. Maybe we need to see if we can get Shiloh to come back on and do one by himself also. But he came on and brought some energy as only Shiloh can. We talked about his streaming and also his football career and everything moving forward for Shiloh Sanders, man. So shout out to him. Something you took from Shiloh when he was on?
Yeah, man. I concur with a lot of things his dad said about him. Had the pleasure of first meeting Shiloh. Shedeur introduced us when he came here to Jack State from South Carolina, and that was helping him get settled and helping him find a place here in Jackson. And I knew then, like, okay, this Joker personality, like, is different from Shedeur's. Like, they very much are brothers, but like Shiloh wasn't born with a filter and don't want one. They sell them at the store, but he don't want one.
Yeah.
Will say like anything in a meeting, in a room. That's just his personality. And one thing I love about him too, man, is like we saw him, got his opportunity in Tampa Bay, saw that preseason game where he got in the fight, and all of us are gasping and going, "Oh, Shiloh, don't do that, da 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 da." Best thing ever happened to him. Like bet because he don't get in that fight, he makes the team, he's in the NFL, and all the other stuff that he's doing now, which is way bigger than that free agency contract would have been, would not be happening right now.
Yeah.
And there's just so much more to come. So I just say, man, much like Reverend BJ Nelson's prayer, shout out to Reverend BJ Nelson for that prayer live on the air.
Mm-hmm.
You know, praying for Prime, his two boys, and both of us, Chico, individually.
Yeah.
Like Shiloh, Shiloh, like Kendrick Marshall will say, we're gonna be all right.
Shiloh, man, Shiloh is down there in Tampa. If y'all watch his streams, he has let me make sure. Y'all got the sound? Can y'all hear everything?
There's only one person saying that.
Oh, okay, one person saying that. All right. Take it off mute. You'll be
Make sure you watch it on your computer, not your Etch-a-Sketch. You gotta shake it. Hey, ain't Kenneth who had the sound? Is that who we had? No, that was another name. Somebody we tried to bring on live, and it wasn't working. So let me see. Coach Prime had this to say about Shiloh, about his earning, and just what you basically echoing what you just said. Let me play this clip.
Call 50. I'm gonna call Tyler Perry, and we're gonna get you on with the acting stuff. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, we got you. Your career gonna blossom.
You might be even in a better space now with the streaming.
Let me tell you something. Shiloh is gonna make money than all of us because he's a go-getter. He's a hustler. He's a way maker. He's a go-getter. Like, he think of ways to do things. And I used to always tell it, if you put all this effort that you do to get out of something into something, you would have been a straight A student. You would have been the valedictorian.
He ain't lying.
Bravo, Shiloh.
I mean, my dad called me making a cheat sheet for a test. He came back by the door another time, about an hour went by. He said, "You done spent an hour cheating. You could have spent 20 minutes studying. Like, you put more effort into doing wrong than what it took to do it right."
I say the same thing, man.
One day we was it wasn't a mandatory treatment, but he was supposed to meet his dad. His dad was gonna go through treatment. They were gonna do it at the same time. And of course, Shiloh got there a little late. And coach was like, "No, come on, man. We were supposed to meet here 30 minutes ago." Shiloh said, "Man, you don't understand that. We don't want the same thing. I don't want a job where I got to be somewhere at 7 in the morning."
Oh, man.
he said, "What you think gonna happen when they have team meets?" He said, "I'm not gonna be that in." Like, oh, like
I feel him, dog. It's a whole different mentality. Now he
said,
can wake up.
I want to move at my schedule, at my pace. I don't have time to be being to these places these different times.
Perfect mindset for a streamer, and that's why it fits him so well. That's why he's doing so well, I think. So,
yes, sir.
Real quick,
shout out to that guy.
Shout out to all our guests who came through. Here's a clip from Renee Rainey real quick. Like, hold up.
Coach, one of the things that's been coming up is this confidence you got that this year is going to be better.
No, not better. This year's going to be great.
Okay.
Yeah, it is going to be great. First of all, I'm all in. I'm a hands-on. And I've been hands on, but I'm every guy that's in that locker room that's on that roster is my hands is on it. So I love it. The staff is unbelievable, man. I mean, darn believable. When I'm talking about the communication skills, the relationship skills, the knowledge of the game, and the timing thereof, these guys are good. These guys are good. I don't have to lose my voice yelling and screaming and refraining from using profanity at all times because our coaches are handling it.
These guys are good, man. He's excited about this squad, and you should be too out there. Everybody who's doubting it, I'm telling y'all, as Neely just said earlier, hey man, his man has looked through and vetted everybody who came in and out. And so everybody on the roster, Coach Prime has went through with a fine-tooth comb. So y'all could rest assured that this team is going to be better than what y'all seen previously.
You know, prior to Coach Prime coming on the live with us, he and I were having just a typical kind of conference call, catching up on things. And I shared something with him, Chico. I'm going to share with you and the runners right now. Y'all can go ahead and write this thing down, May 15th, 1:03 p.m. Central Time. They're going to just keep moving the goalposts. When this team goes down to Atlanta and beats Georgia Tech, they're going to come up with every reason in the world that Georgia Tech ain't what they were last year. And then when we go ahead and do Weber at home and Northwestern on the road and sitting there 3-0, they're going to find flaws in those 3 victories and say, well, just wait till next week. Chico, you remember that year, those 9 wins, and they said all these different things were going to happen every time we win, and then it took like 9 damn times before it happened. Chico, they're going to continue to move the goalposts. They're not going to get this man his flowers. They're not going to get this guy his credit. What is a revolution to most people, Coach Prime turns it into an institution. We were just 4 years removed that the world was in upheaval, that a college coach would flip 60 people on a college roster. He explained why it was necessary. He talked about how even the NFL does it. Everybody attacked, including other college coaches. And now 3.5 years later, every college coach in America does it. And nobody says a word. Every college coach in America brings in a recruit, betters him up, and he advances somewhere else for more money.
Trendsetter.
But when it happened to Prime, you know, the sky's falling. When it happened to everybody else, it's economics.
Trendsetter. Just like Bucky did and doing. Hey, man, same thing.
Yeah, I think it should be some tickets going to open up. I think the issue is their new stadium in Northwestern. We're not playing there. I think it's going to open up about 2 games after the Colorado travels there because it's not going to be finished in time. But they got a whole new stadium they're building, but their first couple of games got to be played in the temporary stadium. And I think that's one of the issues with tickets is that the venue is smaller.
Well, it won't be hard to get tickets for this big-time game as the NFL has announced their schedule pretty much for, I think every team has been announced. Cleveland Browns, of course, what we was waiting on with Shedeur Sanders. And it looks like it'll be a blockbuster primetime game versus the Browns. Well, Browns versus the Jags. Shedeur potentially versus Travis Hunter potentially. We'll see how this plays out. What do you think about this game right here, Uncle Neely?
Hopefully the Browns have, by that point, given Deshaun Watson his opportunity and someone else has come and grabbed him. And Shedeur, middle of preseason, has moved up to QB1 and will be solidified as QB1 for week 1. And, of course, with Travis being on defense and what they accomplished together is being together for the Heisman, being together at Jack State, you name it. Both names are etched in Folsom Field. But don't forget about the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, number 9, 10 other former teammates of the Shedeur play at Jacksonville and on defense. So
shout out to BJ Green,
you got BJ Green out there, Cameron Silver and Craig out there, Preston Hodge out there.
Preston Hodge.
Yeah, so I think it's 5 on the roster altogether from Colorado. So you would love for this to be the case because I will say it every show if I have to, Chico, that when you look at the Browns, where they are in their division and their schedule, and the caliber of quarterback that Shedeur Sanders is and how he makes teams into winners, he is absolutely your best chance to make and advance in the playoffs as quarterback. And the sooner you start him, the better. Look what he almost did last year, coming in late.
Mm-hmm.
Get that man in the game as soon as you can, as close as you can to week 1 as you can. And dear Cleveland, you will be in the playoffs.
Yeah. Hey, I think it's still going to be. I think right now, of course, we don't know too much. I think it's still up in the air as far as who's going to be the starter for that game. But wouldn't it be great to see Shedeur as the starter for that game and a healthy Travis Hunter out there also playing in Jacksonville? I'd love to see it.
Yeah, well, amen to that, brother.
Amen. Let us know
Speaking
what
of
y'all
amen,
think.
shout out again to Reverend B.J. Nelson for that live on the spot prayer.
He
Appreciate
did.
that.
He did. He came
Did
through
that.
clutch for us, just like everybody else, man, who came through and joined on the Q&A. So listen, just like Uncle Neely said, Coach Prime has already said he wanted to come back. He already expressed that.
No, he said he's going to come back.
He said he's going to come back. So subscribe now, both channels, turn on your notification bell, and that way you'll see it when we go live. Ain't no excuse. I didn't see it. I came on too late.
Well,
What happened? Y'all
let me
didn't tell
say,
me.
I'm gonna tell you. I was about to address that, Chico. Let me tell you why I tell you. I don't care if you're watching some of the quote unquote big boys out there, ESPN. Hell, sometimes they can't tell you but 10 minutes before Coach Brian come on.
Mm-hmm.
I think that we have to recognize that who we know is Deion Sanders, our friend, our fam, who we recognize as Coach Prime, our head coach, is literally a in-demand A-list celebrity. And it ain't a lot of things they could tell you weeks in advance that they gonna do or be at. There it is. It's just that simple. So that's why we admonish y'all. Turn your notification bell on, dog. We're gonna give you as much notification as we can and put the promo out there. But sometimes this stuff happens day of, 30 minutes notice, 15 minutes notice, because that's the time they're freed up for it.
Right. Hey, because I was on my way to, as Uncle Neely would call it, the N beach when I got the call. So
on the way to the NB to do some NS with your NFs.
Ooh, were you crazy, dog? I don't know where you come from, dog.
That made me laugh.
All right.
It did rate it, like, you know, when we first started discussing this, you know, we were cooking up gimmicks like, all right, how about the 21st of the month for 21 minutes or the 21st of the month and I take 21 questions. Man, that dude was supposed to talk to us about maybe 30 minutes. Man, it was a 2-hour show.
It was. He thought about a lot of different things too. Also about this. We pulled it up, but he didn't address it directly, but he did address it generally about, you know, talking to younger people who he's seen kind of struggle and then have that success or moving forward. He kind of give them advice or just want to talk to them and encourage them even more, which is what he did with Christian Rock after she won her boxing match. You know, I think that's just showing the character of Coach Prime and how he cares about others and hope that he can inspire others, being that A-list in-demand celebrity, still taking time out to watch people and reach out to them the way he did Christian, the way he did G. Bush to go on his show, the way he's done with many other people out there to give them an opportunity and a chance to shine their and show their talents also. I think it's you got to commend him on that, dog.
Yeah, and man, it's just his personality. I've witnessed it firsthand, like being with him traveling, and some breaking news will happen about an athlete. I'm talking about an athlete he don't know. He don't even know their number. And he'll get Sam on the phone for Smack and say, "Man, I got to talk to this bro." And they find their agents, whatever, get them on the phone. I've had people volunteer, like I told y'all yesterday, when the Honey Badger Tyrann Mathieu came to Jack State for prime camp, and I could tell like they had a chemistry. I was like, "Oh, how you and Prime get so tight?" He said, "Man, when I was at my lowest, that dude just reached out to me. He said, I ain't even know him. He said, I knew who he was, but I didn't know him.
Right.
They just told me, man, Prime on the phone want to talk to you."
Mm-hmm.
And then he took me to the crib and sat me down and told me how life worked in the NFL. And And then not only that, like Prime said himself, like went to bat for me because he was with the NFL Network then, and people's opinions matter. He was calling teams and letting them know, hey, don't listen to those false reports on this dude. This is a good dude. He just made a little mistake. Don't distance yourself from him. He'll change your franchise.
Mm-hmm.
And they just been tight ever since like that. Where we live in the world, Chico. You heard me say it on here, and I can speak globally about just human race in general, and I can speak culturally about just our people, and as in our pigment. Man, we can't afford to throw nobody away. If somebody redeemable in your life, man, redeem them, man, restore them. Like that's part of the mission. Is to save who you can save, and just because you can't save them, don't mean they can't be saved.
All right. Shout out to Project Pata. After all that great stuff Uncle Neely just said.
No, I mean that's you, though, Chico.
Yeah, that's right.
It is. Just where you. North Selma is what I'm talking about.
North
y'all.
Selma. Shout out to North Selma. Hollywood in the building.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about.
Shout out to
One
North
of my
Side.
pale brothers said he knew what I was talking about. Neither I may be pale, but I knew. No, I said North Selma. You don't know what I'm talking about.
Right. See what I'm saying? It's about North Selma,
Yeah,
North Baltimore,
Shore, Hawaii, we
and North Shore. One thing I had to pull up. Let me see. Let me go ahead and pull up this one other thing. Hold on. Let me see. I thought I had something else to pull up. Did I not? That was it? Manny, that's it? That can't be it. We got a lot of other stuff to talk about. Right? All right, cool. Let me see.
Trigger Man is what they call him.
Shout out to the Trigger Man from the NO, legendary DJ. You know what I mean?
Drag rap.
And shout out to the Jam Pony Express. You know what I mean?
Oh,
out in FLA. So, hey, make sure y'all go to unclechico.myshopify.com, man, and support your dogs. Rock with us. Get some merch. You feel me? And wear it and take pictures so we can feature you on our show.
And let me say, man, contrary to popular belief, Chico be sending me my merch money, man. Y'all ain't got to do Chico like that.
See, what was that you said you spent money on earlier? That's what he be spending his merch money on, though. What was that? It was something you said earlier. Oh, that's what I was going to say. You be flying people out with your merch money. That's what.
Yeah, with that Travis money. When I say he got his own money, he got his own money.
Money. Huh?
Hey, apologies, y'all, for having to put up with Chico for another week, but we'll be back next week. So apologize in advance for them.
That's right. Let's talk about them haters who didn't show up yesterday, Louisiana Glenn said.
No, why they didn't come?
Shout out my haters. I know that you're watching.
No, for real, y'all chat. I want to chat. Let me ask y'all now. Y'all type it in the chat, Chico. You let me know.
Give an answer.
I can understand a hater not having his notification bell, but we did a 2-hour show. At some point, you seen, because as much as y'all like to hop in and say, y'all ain't going to win a game, or what y'all going to do, this is might well shut this channel down because Prime finna lead. When y'all been here doing all that, and then the day he here and say he taking questions from anybody, any question, y'all don't show up. Even the sister who came on who was trying to politically correct talk about tradition, he was like, no, go ahead, let me have it.
Mm-hmm.
He told you, I said, man, Neely check me all the time when I do something wrong. Like I'm a big boy.
Yeah. And he prepared
and all you gotta
for
do is hit the link.
Yeah, he said he prepared for it anyway. You know, whatever y'all want to talk about, let's do it. You know? And I was kind of disappointed that, you know, all the big bad guys out there didn't show up.
I couldn't believe I could because I did.
You can't challenge somebody to something and then when they be like, all right, then you be like, nah, I'm good.
You know what you remind me of that dude that he was on your channel and you set up that debate between me and him, and then he gonna try to show up with the camera off.
Yeah, like no, I don't work like that.
Come on,
it don't work like that, dog.
Come on, no.
What you doing, man? Louisiana Glenn said he got some words for him. You feel me? Matter of fact, hold up, before we go.
Yeah,
you got 3 minutes.
I got more, man. This is our show. We should turn it on. We want to turn it off.
All right, man. I think we got a chance to bring somebody on. I'm gonna put a link in the chat right now. We're gonna see who want to pop on and say a few words. Now I'm gonna cut it off at 30 seconds. Now I'm gonna do you like the radio. I'm gonna cut you off at 30 seconds. So don't be long-winded and then get off here and be like, you know what, Chico be hating.
You know what? We were waiting on that dude's sound to come in. And Prime was like, y'all more patient than I am.
I'm way more patient than me, dog.
No, I told you that time he walked out of his birthday tribute because it didn't work. I said, Coach, man, it's Snoop Dogg, Jay Glazer. Like it's okay, dog. Y'all should have had it ready when I was ready.
Right. I'm ready. When I'm ready, y'all need to be ready, dog. All right, we're gonna see. Louisiana Glenn just checked in. Give our dog some time. We're gonna put another link in the chat for anybody want to check in for a good 30 seconds. Let's bring on the one and only Louisiana Glenn. We're gonna give him a stage right here. There you go. There you go, Louisiana Glenn. What's happening?
What's up, babe? What's up, babe? You got the gentleman, got the floor for 30 seconds. All them haters out there, I'm standing on the 337 by way of Franklin, Louisiana. Oh, the haters out there, y'all couldn't get on the fucking pot. Oh, my bad. Y'all couldn't get on the pot. It's Double Cup Friday, goddammit. They couldn't get on the pot.
Let the rest have it, Glenn.
They couldn't get on the pot. What's up? What's up? You couldn't get on the pod. Everybody, wait, 4 or 5 years you've been talking about it. They always got something to say in the other day. Where you was.
Right there.
Hey, to you guys, I want you to remember, I'm using this as a slogan. Success never gets days off. Y'all being successful.
I appreciate that, Louisiana Glenn. And you're doing the same too. I just sprinkled in some of that Cajun Nation season you sent me. You know what I mean? I just had me some good Louisiana Glenn barbecue on my chicken just last night. You know, so hey, I appreciate you.
I gotta extend it. Hey, I'm gonna send this out on this podcast. You could clip it. I'm standing on a 337 and say the food from the 504 337 is a battle. I stand on my 337, Franklin, Louisiana. If there's any chef out there, anybody you want to get down, let's get down.
Let's get down. Louisiana Glenn's in the building. We appreciate it. Let them know where they can find you at.
Louisiana Glenn, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Let's get it. I'm all over. I'm all over. We out here.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Louisiana Glenn, baby. Franklin, Louisiana in the building. 337 stand up. Y'all put y'all area codes in the chat right now. 334 stand up. 303-313-808. The whole 9. Shout out to y'all.
Hey, man, what was funny about that pistol in the crown bag? I had an Uncle LD. Shout out to Uncle LD. He wore one of them caps, you know, that hang to the side like Rudy on Cosby Kids, the cartoon.
That's right.
And him and his brother, my Uncle Earl, they keep in that part that was hanging right there. It'd be a straight razor, a pack of cigarettes, and a little 22 pistol. And you would
never know it.
Hey, when you pat them down, you patting all this, you know, checking their pocket. That little fat part that can't go right now.
910 in the building, 863 up in here. Got a lot of people checking in. We're gonna make sure we put this on the scene.
Get one more in, man. Let's get one more in before we go. Who gonna come on here?
There we go. The link is in the chat right now. The link is in the chat right now for whoever want to check in.
Somebody get with us on this Friday before we get out of here.
On this Friday, we got doing numbers merch. Oh, now merch. TMR Live signature T-shirts, oversized T-shirts right here.
Yeah, I like the tees.
Going in, y'all want to have our faces on your back and represent, show them that you're a runner. Go ahead, get y'all some merch. Get y'all some merch. Get y'all some merch. Appreciate y'all rocking with us once again.
We got the Hunt All Day merch.
Hunt All Day. That'll be available later on today, actually. I see people representing the Uncadelics in the chat right now. Y'all get y'all Uncadelic shirt right now, man. Cold-blooded. That can go with anything right there. What? Classic black and white? Come on now.
We got John Hardy in the chat, man. My favorite chef. We got hey Chef Hardy. We got to get you out to Colorado and get you a battle with Louisiana Glenn. It could be Mississippi Hardy versus Louisiana Glenn in Colorado. Coach Prime, celebrity judge,
live on the morning run. Coach Prime and Uncle Neely got to be a judge. You know, Unc got to be a judge.
What's going on, Campbell? Queen Campbell from Bali.
Got Bali in the building. Oh no.
Yeah.
Much love to you. I'm coming out there.
I don't be never knowing what time it is in Bali, but man, much love to Queen Campbell.
I'm coming out there. Just know in Tokyo, they're pretty much a whole day ahead. So it's Saturday out there in Tokyo,
Yeah,
Japan.
you might. I make this trip, Chico. You don't want to go on that one. She might fight you.
Hey, let's go to our dog. We're gonna bring in another good guest, a brother, a brethren of the show, the one and only out of Central California. Y'all give it up for Danny in the
What's
building.
up? What's up, my man? You snuck up on me. You messed me up, man. Yesterday? You mean it was yesterday? Huh? You know what I was going to say.
Let him see that hat right there, then, Danny.
You know it. I had to put it on, people. It's the UNK CHICO hat. It barely fits me, though. My head's too big.
If you take that stick off, it might fit better.
No, I'm leaving it on. I'm leaving it on until it's old, until it's really old.
Right.
It's going to peel up on its own.
Then, Danny,
yes, sir.
we will clip this and make sure he sees it. You didn't get to ask Prime something yesterday.
You knew what I was going to ask him.
What would you have asked him? And we're going to
Oh, no, I wasn't going to ask a question. I was going to make a prophecy. I was going to make a statement that coach is going to go 10-2. 10-2 this year. And I had all these intangibles, had it all on the screen to show. Maybe before the season starts, you give me time to show it. It's a message from the Lord. I know it is. It's all prophetic. And it shows out perfect. But you have to see it to believe it. If you believe it right now, then hey, then I got you. The Lord's got you. It's 10-2. 10-2 this season. Because
I accept that.
Because I have to put it down for you guys to understand it. You have to understand it to believe it. Hey, Unc. I don't know, Unc. I don't know, Unc. Hey, but I like, you know what I like? I like how the wood is right over your shoulder, right there, right behind you. Man, I'm so happy. And Chico, I miss you, man. What's up, buddy?
Miss you too, Danny. We appreciate you joining on, man.
You
should came on yesterday. But look, once again, before we run out of time, we got somebody else in the back. We're gonna clip this for Coach Prime now. What do you have to say to Coach Prime?
Coach, I got something for you. It's from the Lord. You know, when I get to it, we're gonna get through it, baby. It's a done deal. 10-2. 10-2. I got for you.
That's right.
People, you gotta believe 10-2. Just snap our fingers, make it happen. Trust in the Lord. 10-2. I got you. Okay, guys. Hey, guys, I love you guys, man.
Danny.
Yes, sir.
I'm
all shaky now. I'm all shaky.
This is the only time it's acceptable or allowable for your wood to be over my shoulder.
It looks beautiful right there, Unc. I see it every time now. I'm so happy that my wood's on your shoulder right there.
He said anytime other than live, it's fine to have your wood on your shoulder. Sorry about that.
Hey,
appreciate you, Daddy.
I'm getting some new merch coming up. Trust me. I'm gonna get some new merch. This is where you gotta be right here, man. Uncle Chico. This is where it happens. All right, chat.
Then Danny, the one and only, checked in with us, right? Yes, indeed. He got his wood on Unc's shoulder, so he can put it on his mind later on. Shout out to him. And
why you had to say, God damn it, man. God.
We had Champelli, I think it was in the backstage also, but I think he's left out already. But
yeah, I don't see him back to.
Yeah, he was on for a second. But hey, man, we enjoyed Danny coming on. And
like I said, you leave that one family reunion, had a great time, and you realize part of the great time was because such and so wasn't there. You be like,
are you like, damn, we missed having cousin Danny there? You know, it would have been a better time.
Then Danny was gonna go get that 49ers hat. And he was gonna tell Prime about the time they were both at Levi Stadium in 1972.
Right, hold on, I wasn't there in 72 though. What are you talking about?
Man, I love me some Danny, man.
Yeah, Danny, our dog, man. Shout out to Danny and everybody else who checks in with us. We appreciate it. Shout out to Debbie Garcia for the $49.99 super chat.
Appreciate that. Thank you, Uncle. You made my day. I scared a coworker because I hollered. This is your show, Debbie Garcia. And I assure you, when we make that road trip, I'm gonna connect with you before then, and we're gonna make a fist bump happen. With her and Prime. She wanted to meet him. We
Gotta
play
watch
in
out with
Waco.
you, dog. You never know what it means.
We
Fist
play.
bump,
We play in Waco.
I understand that part. That's gonna be fire, Debbie Garcia. Have you out there with
She
your,
live there.
yeah, with your. I mean, at the game, you know, with her merch on, looking good. What? Get a picture next to Unc, Debbie Garcia. Make sure you do that. All right. Appreciate you. All right, can we get up out of here now, guys? We're gonna leave now. I'm going to the. I almost said. I almost said it, but I'm going to the beach, and that's it. All right. I know what
You
do.
get
Man.
mad when I tell you where I'm going.
Crazy? No, I don't get mad when you say. I say you already there. Where you going? Where you going?
I'm going to Johnny T's this Friday to get that catfish and spaghetti with a side of collard greens and some hot sauce on it.
Say that. Say everything else, but not that.
I told you get mad when I'm saying it, but then you told me go ahead and say it. Johnny T's, I'm about to report to headquarters, baby. Go ahead, drop my fish.
Boom. Perfect. Cross check.
Flight attendants prayer cross check. Throw up your tables. About to land at Johnny T's, get this catfish spaghetti. Chico can't have none.
Dang, I gotta go eat me some sushi or some poke today. It's all good though.
Who had some sushi the other night, man?
Really?
Not the kind with 2 legs that you be eating. I'm talking about the kind the little man roll up.
No, that's the best kind. Straight from Japan. Easy. Let's go. Y'all know what to do. The like, subscribe, comment. I'm just joking. These are just jokes. But I'm so serious. Hit the like, subscribe, comment, all the other good stuff. Go to the website, unclechico.myshopify.com, and make sure y'all check out our sponsors, Ms. Denise Smith and the Boulder Broker Hotel at theboulderbroker.com. You understand me? Denise Smith Insurance.com, unclechico.myshopify.com, facebyjazz.com, and everything else. We got you covered. It's TMR live. Let's
Wake up, Captain, drop a super chat now. Morning run go dumb, funniest in town. If you ain't sub yet, sit your ass down. If you ain't sub yet, sit your ass down. Hey, runners, grab your coffee.
If they ain't sub yet, they need to sit their ass down, right?
Hey, you know what the season this is, Chico?
What season is it?
You remember being at Big Mama house in the summer? It was 2 things you were gonna hear.
Jeopardy.
Stay in or out. And if you chose to stay in, sit your ass down
And stay still. Stop running around. My auntie, shout out to my auntie Juliet. She used to say, sit down before you let out some gas. I used to always be like, what is gas?
And then you let some out. I bet you was a farting ass little joker, boy.
No, you was a farting ass little joker.
No, I'm a farting ass grown man. It ain't stopped.
Put your shotgun in the sky, your black fist high, your rebel flags, that's damn right. Let's go. Man, we got more outros and intros than anybody.
And then you came back again.